Big topic today. I've said this before. The only thing harder than running against Donald Trump is covering Donald Trump. Very difficult to cover him. Okay. Why is it difficult to cover him? The press doesn't like him in the main. As Jonathan Alter has said here and others say regularly, he lies, he's cruel, he does things that no politician have ever done outside the norm. And you can't keep up with fact checking him. However, the press, because they're liberally biased and because they don't like Donald Trump, they regularly do things that are wrong. They're taking something Trump did and they're twisting it. They do that to Kamala Harris too. They do that to Joe Biden. They do that to politicians. But when I played high school basketball, my coach always told me an error in the first quarter is a mistake, a turnover is not as bad as a turnover or a missed shot in the fourth quarter because there's less time to make up for the error. Okay. 4 days out, the press doing something unfair can have a real impact on the race. And we've seen in the last few days extraordinary unfairness to Donald Trump. Now, again, there are people on the left and people in the media who say, screw him. He must be stopped at all costs. And he lies so much. What does it matter? The calibration of our holding him accountable. And what I'm here to tell you is some of the things that happened in the last few days are extraordinarily unfair. Now, they may keep him from winning or they may backfire, as a lot of the unfairness in the press does. But because
I think it's going to majorly backfire. And you heard him say there that they have been massively lying about Trump. And I debunked a couple of the things the other day. If you haven't seen that video, definitely check it out. But I think it's going to massively backfire. And, I provided an example because if you look at the comment section, as a matter of fact, I think I might still have that video pulled up. Do I? No, I don't. But if you look at the comment section of I believe it was CNN that we were checking out. I think it was CNN. Yeah, CNN. If you look at the comment section and the like to dislike ratio, it's only gotten worse since I made that video. And I wish I had it queued up, but I don't. So yeah, like people aren't buying the crap. People see straight through it. And I mean, look at their ratings. The ratings have only continued to get worse and worse and worse. And I want to show you guys this video because a guy by the name of Hugh Hewitt literally gets up and walks off because he's sick and tired of the lies. And quite frankly, so am I. Let's dive in.
Is it me or does it seem like this week Donald Trump is laying the groundwork for contesting the election by complaining that cheating was taking place in Pennsylvania by suing Bucks County for alleged irregularities? And this is on top of his continual assertion that if he loses, it's because of cheating.
Yeah, that's what he's been laying the groundwork for this, just not in the last week, but in the last umpty-ump months. No election can be fair in Donald Trump's mind, unless Donald Trump wins it. And I think we are going to see him both rev up his supporters to contest elections outside of courtrooms and go to every courtroom he can in America where it's relevant to make whatever arguments he can, no matter how far-fetched. We saw
Jonathan,
I've got last time, but it didn't work out this time.
Finish, Hugh.
It may not work. That may not happen this time. And now I'll let you go, Hugh.
Well, I've just got to say,
I'm laughing because of what he's about to say. And what they're talking about is Trump complained that there was some cheating going on in Pennsylvania. And what happened was he, obviously filed, a motion in court. And the judge agreed with Trump that there was something bad going on in Pennsylvania. And so they had to extend their early voting a few days, I believe, past where they normally would have cut it off. So the judge agreed that something wrong was going on in Pennsylvania, but you have this host of the Washington Post basically saying that Trump is trying to say that there's cheating going on. He said alleged, but the judge agreed that there was, and he fixed it. So Hugh Hewitt is about to go off, bro. But then beyond that, you got to see what happens after Hugh Hewitt walks off. But check it out.
we're news people, even though we're at the opinion section. It's got to be reported. Bucks County was reversed by the court and instructed to open up extra days because they violated the law and told people to go home. So that lawsuit was brought by the Republican National Committee, and it was successful. The Supreme Court ruled that Glenn Youngkin was successful. We are news people, even though we have opinions, and we have to report the whole story if we bring up part of the story. So yes, he's upset about Bucks County, but he was right, and he won in court. That's the story.
I'll let you keep going, Jonathan.
No, I don't appreciate being lectured about reporting when many times you come here saying lots of things that aren't.
I won't
based
come
in
back,
fact.
Jonathan. I'm
But
done. I'm done. This is the most unfair election ad I have ever been a part of. You guys are working. That's fine. I'm done.
So Ruth, you wrote a column this week ending with this line, and actually I think this is perfect. We're going to put it on the screen. You wrote, "You want to know the stakes of this election? Not only democracy, but decency." Talk more about that, Ruth.
Okay, I'm collecting myself.
Oh, Ruth froze. Ruth is frozen. So hang in there, everyone. We're going to see if we can try to get Ruth back to this We're going to get Ruth back in a moment. This is First Look, Washington Post Live's nonstop shop for news and analysis, and Ruth is back. So I'm going to read that quote back again from your column, Ruth, where you wrote, "You want to know the stakes of this election? Not only democracy, but decency." We lost her again. Everybody, if you've been watching First Look, you know that these conversations can be interesting, contentious. You just saw Hugh Hewitt leave the conversation, which is lamentable, unfortunate. It is what it is. I am Jonathan Caper. I want to thank you all very much for joining us on First Look. For more of these important conversations, please sign up for a Washington Post subscription.
Yo, so not only did Hugh Hewitt like storm off and he became super flustered and didn't know what to say afterwards, he was I don't like being lectured. They automatically go to, "Oh, I'm offended" route when they get called out on their BS. But then after that, the stream just completely froze when he was trying, and what he was trying to do there was he was trying to say that Hugh Hewitt wasn't decent, right? Democracy and decency. And the whole thing just got ruined. That is hilarious right there. That is hilarious. But I agree with you, Hewitt. They told part of the story and not the whole story, right? They told the part of the story where Trump, was saying that Pennsylvania was cheating and that he was suing them, but they didn't tell the fact that he actually won in court. The judge agreed with him. The judge sided with them and forced them to open early voting for an extra 3 days or something. Check it out.
Breaking right now at 6 on CBS News Philadelphia. A brand new legal victory for the Trump campaign in Bucks County after a lawsuit was filed claiming voter suppression. Just a short time ago, a judge ruled Bucks County election officials violated election code. Good evening, everyone. I'm Yuki Washington. The ruling has resulted in an extension for Bucks County voters who want an on-demand mail-in ballot. Josh Sanders joins us now live in Doylestown with more of the details. Josh?
Yuki, good evening. Good to be with you. A win for the Trump campaign, and now voters here in Bucks County have the opportunity for in-person on-demand voting through Friday afternoon. Now, in the suit, the Trump campaign alleges that voter suppression was taking place here in Bucks County. Bucks County officials claim that did not happen, and they are simply following Pennsylvania law. But the judge found that Bucks County officials violated Pennsylvania election code by denying voters their on-demand mail-in ballot option. Remember, Pennsylvania does not have early voting. Registered voters can request a mail-in ballot and then fill it out and drop it off in person in a single visit. Now, Bucks County officials cut the line here yesterday around 2:45, meaning some people could not complete that process. However, mail-in ballot applications were still being accepted until 5 p.m. One voter told us he is grateful for the extension.
It was great. I wanted to come in early. I seen online there was really long lines with my work schedule and having 4 kids. It was very difficult to be able to get in early. When I saw that news today, I was very excited and jumped on it and came in. It was a bit slow in there, but the workers were very helpful and we're moving things along. So I'm very appreciative.
And a number of voters were very appreciative. Now, there's 2 things that the Bucks County lawyers are asking for clarification on from the judge. One, they're asking the judge to limit that extension to its Doylestown location behind us, Yuki. And they're also asking for the time frame each day to go from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Meanwhile, the Bucks County Board of Elections released a statement saying, in part, they are pleased to be able to offer additional days for those who are still seeking to vote on demand. Yuki.
You see what I'm saying? Trump won the lawsuit. But all they want to say is, oh, Trump's sowing the seeds for cheating. He was right. They violated the law. They violated the law and Trump won in court. But they don't want to talk about that. But once again, this type of desperation tells me that we are on track to win. Now, we still got to show up on election day. That's obviously extremely, extremely important. Show up early. Expect to sit there for a very long time. I was posted on X about some stuff that was happening in Pennsylvania, as a matter of fact, where I don't know if it was intentional, if what was going on, but in deep red counties, or it was one county that was deep red, and there was another county where Republicans have flipped it from blue to red. People were waiting in like 3-4 hour lines to vote. And, you know, I was posting, if you follow me on X, definitely follow me. If you don't follow me, I should say. But if you follow me on X, you probably saw this stuff. And the link is in the description down below if you want to follow me. But, yeah, I was posting, like, stay in line. Do not let them win with these cheap tactics. Oh, we're gonna wait them out. We're gonna make them wait forever. They'll eventually leave. No, we are not leaving. And you saw that in some of the videos that followed the clips that I posted, where they stayed until every single person voted. There was a group of MAGA supporters, Trump supporters, who stayed there until every single person voted, and obviously celebrated when the last person walked out of the voting center. Of the wherever they were. I don't even know where it was, but wherever they were voting at till the last person walked out. So, yeah, that is the mindset that we have to have. Expect things to happen. We know this. Expect the printer to jam, or the paper to run out, or a pipe to burst, or, expect some super long wait times. Expect BS. Stay in line. Do not let them win with these cheap tactics. I said this a long time ago. They are going to try anything and everything possible to pull this one out. They have to, right? They have to, because without it, they're losing in a landslide. So do not let them win with these cheap tactics. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stay in line, however long it takes. I know some people got to work, right, and all types of other things, but trust me, you will not regret making sure that Trump walks back into that office. You won't. What you will regret is Kamala Harris walking back into that office. You will greatly regret that one. I can guarantee it. But as always, thanks for tuning in. Peace and love. I'm out.